Hey folks, it's Mark here from Harmonix, where we give you the knowledge to get good on guitar. Harmonix is your channel for easy to follow guitar lessons for all levels. Today is an advanced lesson, and it's a repeating sixes scale up and then slightly different variation on the way down, and it's in the key of A minor or C major, and we're going to be playing an Ionian shape scale to ascend. Kind of moves around a little bit, kind of modally, and then it returns to where it needs to be at the end. This video is really for both hands. It's primarily right-handed because it's picking, but there really is a lot of coordination, so your left and right hand really need to be in sync. So I recommend with this video, you take it slow, you use a metronome, and you get it right to get a nice clean sound as you speed up. Let's take a look at the leg. Okay, let's get into it. In order to ascend the scale, the fortunate thing is because this is an A minor or C major, it's an Ionian scale I'm using, so the shapes are actually the same on 2 sets of strings, then the same shape again on 2 sets, and the same shape on 2 sets, okay? So ascending, I'm going to be using my first, second, and fourth fingers. I kind of deemed these to be probably the most comfortable and most used for everybody watching this, the majority anyway. If you want to use your first, third, and fourth for 2 whole steps, you can. That's entirely up to you. So I'm going to be starting on fret 8, first finger, fret 10 will be our second finger, and fret 12 will be our third finger. And I'm just going to start with the downstroke, and it's just going to be down, up, down, up, down, up. The crossover is going to be outside the string for the first 2 strings, okay? So that'll look like this. Okay. Down, up, down, up, down, up. As with all 3-note per string scales, when you're crossing the string, remember it's the string transition that you really need to watch for. In this particular case, it's outside the string. So I'm picking down on the string above and up on the string below. Okay? There. Okay? And because this is repeated sixes on the way up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start with this string again. So I'm going to repeat the A string. Okay? So like this. Okay? Then I'm going to jump to the next set of 2 strings which are going to be identical shape. And this is going to be 9, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12. And again, I'm using my first, second, and fourth finger. So once I've repeated this A string again, 8, 10, 12, I jump to the D and I do 9, 10, 12. So far we have this with an outside the string crossover. Then we repeat with start with a down. So our next move to the D is going to be an upstroke. Okay, so the crossover is going to be an outside again. And the reason we get to do that is because we repeated this. Okay, otherwise it would be a down when we cross. It would be an inside crossover, but it isn't. Okay, then we repeat that again. Down, up, down. Then it's going to be an up, down, up crossover. Again, outside the string. Same notes, but on the G string this time. Okay, so far we have this. Okay, then we repeat that again with a down, up, down. Then it's going to be another outside the string crossover. This time we're shifting position because it's the B string. Our first finger is going to be on 10. Our third finger is going to be on 12. And our pinky is going to hit 13. That's going to be an up, down, up. Okay, so then we're going to repeat that again with a down, up, down. You've seen the pattern here, I'm sure by now. And a strings transition again to the same notes, but on the E. So it's going to be 10, 12, 13 with an up, down, up. So again, that's an outside the string. So here's the whole thing so far all together. Okay, that's all the way up. Okay, moving on. Now we jump. It's a position shift with our pinky up to 15, but this time we're coming back with our pinky on 15, our second finger on 13, and our first finger on 12. So that's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. This time, coming back, it's going to be a different pattern. It's not going to be repeated sixes necessarily. Okay, so we're not going to be repeating the string all the time before we jump. Okay, so we did an up, down, up, down, up transition here. So it's an outside the string change. So now what we do, as we jump, this is going to be a downstroke. So down, up, down, and then we're going to cross over and do the same thing again. Okay, so down, up, down, up, down, up. So this time it's going to be inside the string crossovers or string transitions. Okay, so it's going to feel different here. So you're going to have to get used to that. Okay, now once we get here, instead of repeating this again, what we're going to do is we're going to do it once. And we're going to come back to where we were before, so it's a position shift. This is going to be quite fiddly for people. Okay, so you might want to practice this mega slow. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So if we take the last two strings we did on the Ascension, so you can see where it moves to, it's like this. Okay, and then another inside the string transition, and we're going back to where we were before. Our pinky on 12, our second finger on 10, and our first finger on 9. That's an up, down, up. And then we're actually going to repeat that. And we're going to end on the root A. Okay, then when we repeat it again, it's going to be a down, up, down. Then an up, down, up above on the same frets, 12, 10, and 9, with our fourth, second, and first finger respectively. And then we're going to end with a downstroke with our pinky on 12 on the A, so we get the root A. From the last two strings of the Ascension to the position shift and down to where we resolve on the A, I'm going to show you how that works. So. Same thing again, a little bit faster. End with the downstroke so you get a good solid attack on that note and you can add some vibrato and slide off. Okay, give it a good finish. The whole thing then, mega slow so you can see everything, and check the right hand as well so you don't miss any picks. Here we go. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that and you learned something from it. You can start building in this type of scaling into your playing. It's very, very good for developing your finger strength actually as well, despite it being so heavily picked, because your fingers really do need to move very cleanly with even spacing. Again, that's why the metronome is so, so important. So I advise you very strongly to use one. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any uploads. Well, that's it from me today. I'm going to leave these videos here for you to check out. I hope you find value in them. Thank you very much for watching and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.